Hello and welcome to another short drawing lesson. This week we're going to draw the Bronco Raptor 4400, one of the winners from the Mint 400 a couple of weeks back. A fairly easy one. So the first thing we'll do is front wheel over here. Draw as lightly as you can at the beginning. However big this wheel is of yours, measure 2 more of those for the wheelbase. Maybe take a tiny bit off just because I want to increase the cartoon proportions of this quite a wacky car. And then draw another wheel. Next, we need the bottom of the car. So a nice horizontal line that's kind of level, maybe a tiny bit above the centres of your wheels. Use the whole arm to sweep across in a nice continuous motion. Next, we've got a few more horizontals to put in. So we've got a horizontal for the top of your wheel arch at the front here. We've got another horizontal which is going to be the bottom of your window, a little bit higher than this one, just stepping up slightly. And then the third one, which is again a tiny bit higher still, for the rear wheel arch. So you've got this kind of three steps. For overhangs, it's pretty easy. At the front, we haven't really got one. We've just got a bit of a vertical line, pretty much in line with the front edge of your wheel, maybe just a tiny bit in front. And for the back, it's just a tiny bit behind your rear wheel, just a tiny bit longer and maybe a tiny bit sloping up here. Right, we'll give the bonnet area a bit of thickness here, just another horizontal, and now we can chamfer off that corner and we'll give that front wheel arch a bit of shape, so we can put a rounded corner there. There's another one. If you come level with your front wheel there, round off the corner there, and this back edge there slopes slightly. Then we've got a thicker sort of sill area. And then for the rear wheel arch, we've got a much softer curve. And again, a tiny slope, but hardly, almost vertical. Actually, when this line gets about halfway, it just kicks up a tiny bit. It's not completely straight. Just notice that. And now we can put in our front edge of the doors, just over here. Pretty much just a vertical line, I think. And the rear edge about here. And we'll put in our A-pillar, which is at the top of this door shut line. We've got something like a 45-degree sloping window. This steps down, there's that horizontal. So our side window needs to have this kind of proportions. So pretty long and thin. And then give your roof a little bit of thickness. Take that all the way to the back. You can round off that corner a tiny bit. And then we need to give our wheel arches a bit of thickness as well. So they're big and everything's big and chunky on these cars. So you've got a kind of a thick sticking out section here, which might just kick out slightly there. On the roof, we've got a little air intake. And sticking out the back here, we've got the chassis, which has a spare tyre sticking out at the back there. That's the important stuff. Now we can put the ground in. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to put the wheels on the far side. So when you look underneath this car, which is very easy because it's so high off the ground, you can see the wheels on the far side. And now here's a suggestion of the shadow on the ground. It's going to be rocky, so I'm making this uneven, sticking out both sides. I've got this big suspension arm sticking out down there, second one there. A little badge there for the number. And let's start at the front and we'll work our way to the back, adding in all the details. So at the very front, we've got some bumper bars sticking out there. Got a suggestion of the front grille. You could show the rims of the wheels slightly there. Maybe a suggestion of the tread. If you put it just slightly inside your circle, then it will make the tyres look a bit more balloon-like, which is what we want. So moving back, we've got some stickers, various little vents and things. Up here we've got a nice big light bar, some kind of structure like this. Here on the side we've got kind of a rear view mirror, more stickers. Here we've got that monster sticker, which is like big claw marks. Big square sticker behind, some smaller ones underneath. Talking of stickers, level with this window, we've got the top edge there, really big sticker on the back, just a long thin one, like that, with the Ford badge here. And there's a fuel filler hole or something there, maybe the exhaust. And a few more badges and stickers, quite a few on this. And I think that's the important stuff. Oh, detail on the back wheel as well. And now we'll do a bit of shading. We've got the lines in, so this is where I'm going to shade in under these arches. I like to keep it nice and tidy for mechanical objects. We can darken the undersides of these arches. Anything in the underside of stuff, these bumpers are dark. This is a new pencil that a friend of mine sent me. It's a Blackwing, which is an American sort of thing. It's very highly regarded, and I have to say it's very nice. It's sort of silky smooth, really soft. Going to leave that trailing arm slightly lighter. Yeah, lots of darkness in here for that rear arch. I'm being quite quick so the video doesn't carry on for too long. Bit of tread on that rear tyre. Definitely darken those tyres on the far side. You could even add a bit of tread to those. I'm going to darken the shadow, and I like to radiate that out from the vanishing point so it has a bit of a perspective feel. Maybe even add a few more bits of rocks and dust and plants and stuff. Just give those tyres a little bit of shape. Shade inside the deep dishes. This is just a suggestion of those bolts holding the wheel on. Actually, the side window seems very dark on this, so I'm going to shade that in too. And the undersides of that opening. The lights are very dark. A few scuffs and scratches and things. I'm going to just add a little bit more tone to these tyres because they are supposed to be black after all. And as this pencil is so soft, I'm going to do a little bit of smudging. I don't really do smudging very often because it can easily look messy, but I think with this car and this soft pencil, I might just be able to get a little bit of tone in these dark areas that will just tie it together. It's so easy to overdo it. Luckily this pencil's got an eraser on it as well, so I can always lighten stuff back up again if I've gone too far. Yeah, something like that. I'm pretty happy with that. It's a groovy looking car. yeah, I'll call that done. Let me know how you got on in the comments with yours. It's always nice to hear your experiences and suggestions for other vehicles I might try one day. And please do like and subscribe. But otherwise, have a fantastic day, and hopefully see you for another film soon.